If people see Chris in the Metro Centre or somewhere, they think, oh, he's got Down syndrome, and they make allowances for that, and he's a jolly enough lad, but put a mask on him and you wouldn't know that he got learning difficulties. And I think that's the same about the whole group. You wouldn't know when you watch that performance that any of them have got any learning difficulties at all. It's just remarkable.
Laughter, they say, is the best medicine. So, when at the Lawnmowers Theatre Company we decided to learn the art and skill of comedy, a remarkable journey began for us. How many of us will actually stand up and allow ourselves to be laughed at? It does take a certain amount of bravery to be funny in front of people. And despite being the manager for this project, I for one couldn't do it. But the biggest mover in this journey was Paddy O'Connor. Paddy's a very gifted comic artist with loads of international experience. His philosophy towards comedy and theatre was simple, and certainly an eye-opener.
Well, this isn't just a red nose, this is the smallest mask in the world. Because when people do put it on, they change. And they look so different, and they look beautiful. If I put that on, then suddenly I'm hidden. I find people with learning difficulties so open and so embracing of many things that is brought to them, and this is a perfect foundation for doing clown because they are open and they're honest.
But isn't it ironic that a bunch of actors who've grown up being laughed at are now being equipped to do precisely that? To be laughed at.
It's not about being in a circus and just fooling around. So you're not just standing in front of an audience pretending to juggle something with a red nose on. You're actually truly performing, and it's about getting all of the emotions within those sketches across to the audience, sort of telling the audience what we are doing is a true art form and isn't just about being totally comic.
In life, because they're told that they have a disability, a learning difficulty and so on, some of those barriers are actually are broken down because they face this.
One such person is Stephen, who's had to deal with laughter all throughout his young life, on the wrong side of the road.
A long time ago when I was a child, I used to go up and down the street and people used to laugh at me for all the wrong reasons. I just found it really strange. Now I'm a part of the School for Fools, and that has massively increased the power of confidence in me.
But trying to be comic, we've realised, is not an easy road.
Basically, I found it really hard at first because I didn't know how to do a sketch, how to do any movement. I didn't know any of that at all, until artist Paddy O'Connor came into it and showed me all these different movements of how to shape your body into shape and how to do different physical walking. But now, the result has turned out perfect at the end of the day.
Each of the young people were recruited after several casting sessions. We wanted to find people with the right skills who would go on to inspire others.
One of the young people said to me, "Why did Paddy pick me?" Well, I said, well, Paddy saw something in you that he could tease out of you to make you a good, brilliant clown. That he thought, yes, that will look brilliant on stage as a such and such. So that's why you got your place on the School for Fools.
I teach them to find, well, a beauty and a humour in themselves so that they can laugh at situations themselves. And actually some of those mistakes and faults are the things that are funny and beautiful.
When he had his coat on and he pulled the rose out to give the Gemma, and it was just the stalk, all of us. So you're just standing with the stalk.
And then came Horsewife, a band that makes such eclectic and eccentric music, adding wonderful sounds through tools and implements as crazy as saws and dishes. It was just magic. And the changes amongst us have been most profoundly witnessed by Andy, who's been with us for over 20 years.
I've worked with Gemma and Christopher, and they're both brilliant to work with. My battery's been plugged into the mains and just give me a boost. Being part of the School for Fools is one of the best things I've done with my life. Just bloody enjoyed the whole lot. Goodbye.
But the ones who were really plugged into the mains were our audiences. Our performances were truly electric.
I thought it was really good. I thought it was brilliant that people with learning difficulties had the guts to go up and get on stage and perform in front of an audience. I thought it was really good. It was lovely.
I thought it was brilliant. I thought it had a lot of characteristics in it, and it was very entertaining.
And if you're still wondering if I've got the balls to go up on stage and be funny, you must be joking.